Well, I've a little bit of news to tell you. I've been still tidying up after last year. Anyway, the thing is, right, remember me yucca plant? Well, it suddenly took off again, didn't it? So, the thing is with undergrowth, you mustn't let it get on top of you, right? So I've got a nice little laurel bush now I can keep cut down. Quite a few years ago now, I didn't do my apple tree one year and I thought, oh, I'll just cut some branches off. Well, what a mess. Trailed leaves all over, took a hell of a lot cleaning up. Couldn't manage it today. So they want doing every year. And in the back here, there was some ivy growing. I left it. Well, I shouldn't have done. I'm not worried about this bit of mess behind there. And this creeping plant there, it had grown, it had grown about 10 yards this year. It had gone behind the shed and all in there, so we've tidied that up. So we've got that done. Anyway, what I'm doing, that's a sucker there. So I've just sawn that off, cut all the leaves off, and I have shown you this before, but the easiest way for me to do it is to chop everything up and put in bin liners and take to the dump. It's honestly the easiest way to do it. So that's that bit of news. I'll just show you my roses. I've just spotted them. Look at this. Now I do know that this rose is called Peace, and it's a nice rose. It's my last surviving one, and this was in the front. It was in the front garden, you know, and along with another one. There was two together, so we replanted it here, and like I said, it's the last surviving one, but it survived. That'll do for now, won't it? Now, the other thing to tell you, of course, is about my blooming tractor, about my injectors. Well, I got them back from Malk, as you know, and they needed cleaning up. Anyway, just to show you the numbers, and I'm fairly sure I can hold this steady enough for you to see. I'm sure that should say Sims NL159. Well, I've got two of those. I've got one BDLL155852, which is a replacement, I found out. But look, I've got an odd one, right? Now, Malt said they're 250 quid to buy, or 230 quid or something to buy them. Anyway, I think they're about 100, so I've now decided only today I'm going to get 4 new nozzles for them. And I've yet to decide where to get them from and that, you know, it's swapping a bit of money about. And then his mate can then set them up properly, because that's the way forward, isn't it? Let's have that done right. So there's that to show you. And one other little thing in the front. Well, I buzzed my grass down again, and George, hasn't it? You know, he's been showing everybody mowing, so I thought, oh. So I've had one other little look at me. I should have shown you, never mind. That Suffolk Colt mower, anyway, I've no spark on it, and I know it's the coil, so I'm not messing about. I just thought this little tiny bit, we could just show a few stripes on it, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, if you can see here around these bits of leaves, now my gate stop, someone had lifted it because it didn't stop open, you see, and they don't know how to operate it. That's the problem. See, when I made this gate, I thought, oh, we'll make it a bit vandal proof and one thing and another. And we had this steel, this box section there, which of all things, I'll tell you what I got that for. I got it in 1978 to make a trailer for me two stock cars, so we had that a long while. And it actually rotted a bit at the bottom, and as you can see, I had to weld a plate on it. Now, I did this years ago, right, and we did it to make it fairly substantial. Anyway, I thought that's it, that's done. Anyway, every year I've had to do it, but if you look here, if you hold the gate like that, look, like you do, There we are. Now if you're coming in and you want to bring something in, it does just stop open. Now it will soon need, it needs adjusting all the time. Anyway, we've got a substantial stop on it now, look, and it's well hammered in the ground, that is, so hopefully that'll last a bit. If not, I'll have to put a support on or something, I don't know. But I don't think they're going to knock that out in a day or two anyway. And I made it on a rising hinge, you see. I'll just show you this. If I can get me tree out the way to show you. Where's the hinge? There we are. I made it on a rising hinge. And the idea was, you see, that you come in with your stuff and you put it like that, and then you leave it, and you've got enough room to walk past and it shuts. And the reason I like my gate shut, of all things, they've gone now, fair enough, but with it open before, this is years ago, there was kids coming in here and hiding behind the hedge, and you know, so, and then of course you got a mess with them and they started playing up, so I did that a long while ago. Anyway, a few little updates for you today. I'm zoomed in, sorry about that. A few little updates for you today. Oh, one other last little thing. No one else bothers, but my front. I've tidied my front, look, as well. Full of weeds. Now, there's another little story with this. I'll come up here and show you. Right. Many years ago now, they built a new hospital up on this ground up here, above that wall. And water started coming down this street. And it ran all the way down the street, right down the thing to the bottom, and to the drain. Anyway, they put some more drains in here, one there, and there is one here. You can see water running down now. Now it took me a year or two to find out just where it comes from, but it goes about 5 miles up there, and there's this street and two others where the water comes down. So there was these drains, you can see it trickling here, you see. When it rains, all the water from 5, 6, 7 miles uphill out of town to north and northwest comes down here. So finally, then of course, I meant to show you this first. Must show you this first. Oh, my short video's getting a bit long, isn't it? Not to worry. Right. They put 2 drains here. Well, now they've piped it underground. So the thing is, you see, that when it rained, water flowed past here, which was quite handy. You know, you come in and you could wash your boot. A little tiny stream here there was. And of course it kept this clear. But now, of course, it doesn't. So you get this. Well, that nice short video's turned into a long one again, isn't it? Not to worry. Anyway, I'm trying to stand here behind me nice roses to show you, but we can't quite. I'd have to crouch down probably, or sit on that, but not to worry. Anyway, quick bit of news for you. Like I said, we're getting things organised a bit, as you can see here. The rest of the house will have to wait. And my car needs a bit of work. Needs a wheel bearing sometime. It's a bit rumbly. It's not urgent, but it does have to be done sometime. And as I say, so my tractor, I don't want the injectors out. I thought they'd be out a few days, and they've been out a few weeks, like. But you know, we'll get round to it. That's the thing. And hopefully, we'll get it right in the end. Right. Like I said, I'm just doing this to give you a bit of news of what we've been up to and what's happening, because things have been at a standstill for a few days.